Welcome to week 7 and 8, Guitar Madness. No new chords this week, but we're going to look at the blues structure and power chords, which are really important to electric guitar and rock and pop music, and a very famous fingerpicking pattern from the 70s, and that'll be in the next video. So what we're going to take a look at is the blues, which is the basis of pop and rock, and power chords. And so power chords, I'm going to zoom down here while I keep talking. Power chords are when you only play 2 or maybe 3 strings at a time. So instead of playing 6 of a G like that, we're going to play a G like this. It's still a G, but it's much smaller sounding, and if you put that through an electric guitar amp, it becomes G, 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 which is, of course, everybody recognizes as rock and roll and pop sound. So there's a trick to remember. You need to know your notes up here, okay, on the dots on your 6th and 5th strings. So we've got an E. Here we go. E is open at the top. Now I have an F, G, A, B, and then I have a C here, D, and an E. So I remember when I learned it, I kind of did a rectangle of these 3. I just went G, A, B, C, D, E, and then pretty soon I realized that underneath the G was a C, and slide it up, it was a D. And those are important because G, C, D, that's a chord family. Then I realized that, wait a minute, it makes a little L. Here's a little short L, the short leg, and here's the long leg. So it was just different ways to remember where to put my fingers to play the chords. Power chord, to make it, is I find my root. So there's a G, okay? And then I go down 1 string and up 2 frets. With this finger, down 1 string, up 2 frets, and I get that shape. And that's going to stay forever. It doesn't change. It slides all over the neck. Okay? Very famous Nirvana riff. I'm sorry. 1 1 1 1 4 4 4 4, and I call that the fret number. 1 1 on the 6th string, 1 1 on the 5th string, slide up to 4. 1 1 up 4 4 here, and then 4 4 4 there. Okay. The reason I made the mistake is actually sliding from 1 to 4 is not as common as just sliding, like say 1 to 3 or 3 to 5. So that was where I made the mistake. So if we take a look at your packet in Moodle, you're going to see 2 ways to play the 12-bar blues in A, and I don't know why I'm still holding it up there. Hopefully you've downloaded it, but right down there, those are the 12-bar blues. I play 4 measures of A, 2 measures of D, 2 measures of an A, and then I play E for 1, D for 1, and A for 2, with possibly a turnaround. Now I'm going to play it first right here, like this. I'm going to play it with these power chords. I actually find this a little easier. So what I've got here is here's my A, here's my D, here's my E, back to an A, okay? So I'm just going to call it out. So it's going to go A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, to a D, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, up to an E, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, turn around to the E. Now we go to a D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... That's 12-bar blues. Okay, hundreds of songs like that. So you can play it like that. In the, by the way, if we're in A and all of a sudden, hey, let's do it in B, this is the cool thing. You just slide it up to B. I know my B's right there on the 6th string. And I do the exact same little pattern where I have that same pattern right there, and look at the only shapes. Remember way back when you had to learn a G and then a C and then a D and then an A and then all that. Now when you do power chords, you literally just find the bass note and you have your power chord. It's crazy. It's fun. Okay, so in the packet, it'll also show you how to do it with an open chord way here on the 2nd fret. Okay, so this is an A string, so that means open is an A, and I go down 1 string, and I still have my same shape right there with this ring finger on the 2nd fret. However, that's really crazy. It's awkward, but I wanted to show you that it's still the same thing. I'm just going to switch it, and I'm going to put my 1st finger there. Okay? So I'm playing 5 and 4 together. You can pinch them, but it's better to... I'm using a pick. If I use my thumb, I just go like this. Okay? I don't have 2 separate sounds. I have together. Okay? And then I'm also kind of muting with my hand. I just put my palm on the strings a little. See, when I move it, it dies. Okay? So here's my A. When I want to go to a D, I just move everything down a string. To go back to A, I go up. To go to an E, I go up again. Now this is the only difficult part about doing it this way, is to go, I have to go E to a D, so I jump over and have to drop all the way to a D. And see, I even made the mistake right there doing it. And then I come back up to an A. So that last line would be E there, jump, D, back to an A. And there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. Okay? You just practice it up. Okay? If you do it that way, it also allows you to here's a little advanced thing. Now I was playing 1, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This is a shuffle rhythm. But now on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. There's my turnaround. So I got that little that in there where I'm putting that down. I can even put my pinky down. This is why we've been working on our pinky strength, and add a little bit more advanced rhythm going like this. So you can do that as well. All of those start, the little advance, let me show you real quickly. All I was doing is going there. So I'm just going to call out the 2 right here. I'm not going to call it the A string because of course that's going. So it's 2, so 2, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2. So that's what that little riff was. Okay? But it all starts with right there, and then you just get a little bit more advanced. Okay? Sorry, I went to the E there. Now up to the E. To the D, to the A. Stay on the A for the end of the song. All right. So have fun with the blues. Super fun to play and sing. And there's a long history and a lot of songs that use the 12-bar blues form. Have fun.